welcome to another episode of Positive Principal Mentor. My name's Dr. Karen Houck. Yes, I'm retired, but I'm here today for a parenting series on, oh my God, my kid's going to middle school and I'm freaking out. How can I help? Understand that this is normal for parents to have a lot of angst. It's like the fear of the unknown. Often districts have their many different smaller schools that pool into one larger middle school. If you're lucky, it's a little older than 5th grade, but a lot of times the age ranges can be 10 to 13, which is a scary wide phase of development for preteens. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips, pitfalls I've seen, understanding and just watching kids and parents struggle. So I hope this helps. Number one important thing right now for back to school, make sure your child understands and has mastered a master lock. Often we think, yeah, they can do it, but in a school scenario, there'll be two. There'll be one in the hallway for academics and one in the gym locker room. You have to help your child understand that there'll be time restraints. There'll be an adult probably yelling to hurry up. There'll be a ton of distractions, sometimes other kids in your way. So if they struggle, oh my Lord, they're going to struggle so much more. Help them really practice 50, 100 times just until they understand, got it. As far as the gym locker room goes, remember middle school is the first time they start changing their clothes in public, which again is another area of awkward and stress for your child. Help them devise a system, a bag, gym clothes, what's the routine, undergarments that they're proud of others seeing, how to dress loosely in your clothes so that it's a quick change. Definitely other children will pay attention to your hygiene or lack thereof. So make sure that you throw in maybe some body wipes, some antiperspirant, a comb, hair, all of the above, and help your child understand they have to do all this in like under 5 minutes. So the more you can set them up for success, the less you'll avoid this pitfall. Number 3, being friendly. So often kids kind of understand like, oh, this kid's on my team, that's great. Friendship disappointment. I've seen children cry 1,000 tears because they're going to school so excited that Brian or Stephanie is on their team, and guess what? Their besties kind of blow them off. They too are trying to navigate their new world. You can't rely on relationships of the past because friendship is not ownership. And often kids make that mistake, and it's like, why do you feel betrayed? Why are you getting angry and spiteful? They're just trying to figure it out too. So reinforce with your child just elements of friendliness, making eye contact, smiling. When you introduce yourself to a new person, shake their hand. What's your name? Nice to meet you. All these things really go a long way in helping other kids just figure out who you are as a person. Also keep in mind that if you switch, if you're nice one day, if you're avoiding the other day, if you're just downright spiteful or nasty, children take note of that, and that will impede forming trust. So friendships will kind of spiral out of control, and your child will feel very much alone when others are making new friendships and they're struggling with, why aren't I? Also point out, number 4, just knowing that there are areas, large areas of unstructuredness part of your day, such as before class begins, the cafeteria, the bus. These are all very large, unstructured areas that you can help your child mentally prepare for. How to do that? Number 1, expect noise. Number 2, expect uncertainty. Where am I sitting? Help them figure out a plan to stay in their lane and keep themselves like what they're going to do. Like have some sort of plan where to sit. Know if there's a designated area, assigned seat. If not, help them understand to communicate with a friend. You want to sit together, be proactive. But certainly at times, if they get pulled into situations such as another one, the hallway, how to react. Don't pick sides. Often middle school, it's a whole lot of conflict. They're all trying to find their way. They're all trying to figure out where they fall in like the social ladder of, think of it like rungs of a ladder. They're all trying to figure out how to be popular. So when they're interacting, help your child not choose a side. So if there's conflict or someone's storytelling, respond like this. Interesting. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Like, don't respond with, oh, I hate her. Oh, she always does that. Oh, I agree. He's an asshole. I shouldn't have just said asshole. But you get my point. Bottom line is just stay neutral, stay friendly. Don't kind of get involved in other kids' drama, because there's always a percentage, as much as 10 to 15% of kids who are feeling insecure, so they're just creating drama to kind of push themselves up that social value ladder. It's a tough age. And next one, teachers' relationships. So when children leave the younger grades, they have such strong bonds with their teachers, right? Because it's like a class, they're always together. Think of the time, the relationship is solid. Once they get to middle school, there's a whole lot of kids on a team. So help your child understand that that one teacher that everyone loves has 100 different kids. So even though they might want that relationship, it's going to take a lot of time, and they get hurt sometimes. Their feelings literally get hurt when that teacher either reacts to them in a way they don't like, raises their voice, or questions them. Like, help them understand that it's different than elementary school, where your teacher forgives. Chances are discipline's gonna happen. It's usually low, starts with lunch detention. Don't take it to heart. If you're in charge of 100 kids, you have to have clear boundaries. And often there's a reason for every single rule. It's not that a teacher's mean or doesn't care. It's that the fact that your child is not responding to that expectation. So help your child understand that relationships with teachers are very different at the middle school. And yeah, grading takes a whole different approach. Often in the younger grades, it's like on a developmental sequence, showing progress. Middle school, it's typically more numeric. It's very black and white. There's kind of a shift. It's a shift to more business, kind of sensitive environment. Help your child understand so that they don't misinterpret their teacher. Also, have some norms at home so that when your child comes home at the end of the day, help them evaluate their day. Help them understand that they will affirm, they will adapt, they will get used to it. Yes, everything is different, and it is because they're much more independent. That's the expectation. Plus the content is getting a little harder. Remind them that you're there for them. Help them point out some of the positives of their day. Support them by not rushing out and buying everything for back to school and being done, okay? Reinforce the fact that there are certain patterns of style, and if your child notices that everyone's wearing, this great bag or pants or jacket or sneakers, it's always the sneakers, help them understand that, yeah, you want them for them too. And even when they're pricey, figure out a plan to buy those things that help them feel like they fit in. It's such a tough phase of life because they're shifting from a child to a tween, and fitting in is everything, and finding their place is everything. And although they'll want you to step back emotionally because they're trying to figure it out on their own, know that they need you more than ever right now. And if they mistreat you or push you away, just keep hugging them when you can. Don't let go. Even though they're wrestling you to let go, just say, I'm here for you. Help them understand that it'll be okay, and try to do your best to support them as much as they need. You want them to develop good systems. I think I always would talk to children who were struggling with that in mind. I'd say, what's your system for keeping track or remembering people's names or changing things up, when you're struggling? And they would never have a system. And that's where they struggle. So keep asking those kind of questions. I hope what I shared helps you begin. Get to know your child's teacher. If your child's struggling, reach out. Ask if you could schedule through the guidance office an appointment. Just say, listen, I'm worried. My kid keeps saying things at home. It's got me worried. Or my child's giving me a hard time at home. It's got me worried. Include all the resource that you can. And keep the faith. And for Positive Principal, peace out and best of luck with raising your tween. hotels and car rentals and scooter rentals. Speed bump. Don't kill it, honey. So last night we counted half a dozen cruise ships. We couldn't believe how much activity. Maybe it's just a
Oh, bed shift.
All right, we're coming into town. There. Why don't you just skip second?
That is second.
Caribbean Sea on the right. Catholic influence here. The culture's very Catholic and very family oriented. That is some sort of I don't know.
Mexican military base.
Mexican military. Camo like the army. La Monina Beach Club. Look, there's a bunch of cruise ships now in the distance. I don't know how they fit them all. You got to make a left here to cut to the other side. This is in town, straight ahead. There's the Mayan influence right there. Cruise ships come in. That's where we got our ferry. Now we're heading to, I guess,